Hi and welcome to You're Not Allowed to Say the S Word, a Heartstopper Across Young Royals podcast. I'm the host Luke and I'm joined by the yellow and blue crew. We've got Indigo Jackson and cousin Ellie. Guys, what's good in your lives?
Assignment season is over!
Yay!
You harmonised beautifully there, guys. That was lovely. Yeah, I feel like a huge weight is off my shoulders and I can just breathe again for 2 weeks till I have to get back to work.
Oh, now that's an early noughties pop song, and who's it by? Breathe Again. Alexa, play Breathe Again.
Here's Breathe Again by Tony Braxton on Amazon.
Tony Braxton.
I don't know that's what I was thinking of. Oh well, that's an iconic classic by Tony Braxton. Good reference.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love a bit of Tony Braxton. Unbreak my heart, say you'll love me again.
Was that Tony Braxton?
Yeah, it's her most famous one. Oh. It's a great song. She's so underrated.
Yes.
Real power vocalist.
Yes.
Yes. So that's good then. When do you find out how it all went?
No idea. It'll probably be a couple of months.
Well, good luck.
So I get to sit with that for 2 months.
I know, that's the horrible wait, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think it was my best work either because I was running out of time and I was in a funk this time around, which I haven't experienced before.
Slam dunk the funk. That's by 5.
Amazing. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I'm sure it will be fine.
I did try my best. But
and that's all anyone can ask.
I felt like I wasn't at my best doing it.
Then you've let yourself down.
Yeah, I have.
Oh well, you'll have to live with that for the rest of your life. But so be it.
Good job I did good in the first term.
Yeah, thank goodness. Ellie, how's you?
Good.
Haven't seen you for ages.
I wasn't here last week. Nadia's away. So
I was making a joke because I bumped into you in the park on Saturday.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I've had a nice long bank holiday weekend.
Nice.
Doing lots of stuffs. So what did I do? I had a first birthday party, which is where I bumped into you in the park.
Yeah.
On Saturday. Sunday I went to Aldershot for like a big family barbecue. And then today I went to a barbecue at my friend's house and they've got a little 3-month-old baby girl and she's so cute.
I've been smelling loads of barbecues and thinking, gosh, I fancy a barbecue. Although, I'm actually not that bothered about barbecues.
No, me
like,
either.
Eating them. But whenever I smell them and it's sunny and I smell a barbecue, I'm like, oh, I just want a barbecue, man. And then when I'm at the barbecue, I'm like, I'm not really bothered about any of this food. I love burgers, but barbecue burgers are never that good. I like hot dogs, but barbecue hot dogs are never that good.
No,
do you know what I mean?
It's barely cooked meat.
Yeah.
No, see, I think if you do it properly, if you've got someone who's good at barbecuing and they get nice meat and not just like yucky stuff, then it can be really nice. But I also don't agree with the fact that nobody like does proper barbecues now. Everyone buys those expensive gas barbecues, which is no different from just doing it on the hob or the grill at home.
And I don't know
That's
if this is
not a
because of our
barbecue.
South African heritage, but I am very anti-gas barbecue.
Oh, 100%. Like, and everyone does it now. I'm like, but this
I
isn't
refuse.
a barbecue. You could have just done that in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I like a proper coals, like proper fire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, well that's good. It's half term, so obviously I'm ill because that's how that works.
End of termitis.
End of termitis. It's just been it's been a busy one. I did though. TikTok has thrown me 2 things this week that I've thoroughly enjoyed. First of all, it's through an artist that I have never heard of before, but I'm sure lots of other people have because I think it's probably not that big of a secret. Jacob, I'm going to say Allen, A-L-O-N. Jacob Allen, perhaps. Are you familiar?
No, but I'm just nodding to. I probably would have pronounced that from that spelling too, or Alon.
Or Alon, I don't know.
Aaron?
No.
No?
No.
Sometimes
But yeah, I was just like, I was scrolling through TikTok and it came up and took my breath away. It was just so beautiful. I was like, oh, okay. I need to discover more of this.
I want to listen now.
Well, maybe we'll listen afterwards.
Okay.
Because we've got to then listen to this. Indigo's already seen this. I then saw this on TikTok. It's called Me Versus a Frog.
There is a fucking frog in my room. And I stepped on on him a little bit. He's alive. I don't know which one's worse. But, like, how the fuck did he get in here? And Devin is on his way to work, and I literally just called him crying. And he's giving me all the motivation in the world to get rid of it. He's under that towel in the aluminum lake. But I'm not a big girl. Like, I don't want to deal with it. How the fuck did he get in here? And am I gonna get warts? Is he being stepped on him? Okay, I just put my moo-moo on because I'm gonna try to scoop. No, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with this. And he's like cute, and he's like not, he's like this big, and he's kind of skinny. He's not like a toad, but like, why are you here? It's like I can't, like, I don't want to smush him. I don't want to kill him. And like, out of fear, I accidentally smushed a lizard on my wall before and was fucking distraught. So like, just imagine if there's frog mushed into my carpet. It is literally too early to be this distraught because why would you come in here? And how did you get in here? Now we have to move because his friends are gonna know. They know where we live, and if anything happens to him, I don't want to leave it until Devin comes home because like what if this little nigga escapes? Like what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to scoop him. There's so many obstacles. I should move everything. But my fear is, what if I open the door and the screen and like he already called his niggas and they come inside? Like, what am I supposed to do? I took my eyes off of him for 3 seconds and he escaped. I don't know if he escaped or if he has a friend. No. I'm shaking. I rolled it again. First of all, he's a cocky little thing looking at himself in the mirror like that. But I found a clear box this time. I don't know what to do from here. I am just a girl. Kermit, please, bro. Why would you do this? I am distraught. What do I do? I am just a girl. God, please. God, give me strength. I know I am a humble and faithful servant, please. I didn't have a big enough piece of cardboard, so now I have to use a lovely picture to try to slide it underneath. And then I need to balance and make it to the door. I don't want to preemptively open the door again. Okay, squat it up. Okay. You got this, Maya. You got this. You are capable and strong. You are one of God's strong soldiers, man. I know you are. I can't even talk right. I'm so verklempt. And I gotta log into work like this.
I mean, how can anyone be that scared of a frog?
Okay, here we go. Okay, Houdini. I'm ready now. The box belongs outside now, bitch. I don't care. I did it. Houdini free. Oh, Devin can get those. Houdini free, y'all. Oh my god. Now I need to check the rest of my house. This is sweat and tears, but y'all, I was about to be out here like, yeah, I don't need no man. No, I need him. Also, like, tears and sweat are doing wonders for my skin. Like, I don't want to be a big, brave dog. I don't ever want to do that again. But also, my god, I look good. I just hope I don't have, like, what do they have, rabies? Scabies? I don't know. This was really stressful, but, like, yeah, your girl's a bad bitch.
Oh, it just makes me laugh.
That's hilarious. But I just don't get being scared of a frog.
I understand. It wouldn't be an issue for me. It would be stressful.
How are you with frogs?
I don't know. My mum is petrified of them. I don't think I've ever encountered one, though.
People probably
Have you ever met a frog?
the sliminess weird,
No.
and the fact that they jump. You know, anything that's like a bit unpredictable and they just go. That is a bit.
Have I ever told you the time I'd been to the pub and then I'd come home and I'd gone to sleep and then at 3 a.m. I was startled as an understatement. I was shocked awake by the sound of somebody screaming in my bedroom. But it wasn't a person, it was a frog.
They scream.
They scream
like
human children.
Yeah. My cat used to bring them in,
Yeah.
and they would scream.
This was
like
it.
children.
My cat had brought one in, so suddenly I was just lying in bed, and then I was shocked awake by a screaming, what I thought was a screaming human being in my actual bedroom. Not even like in a different room in the house, in my actual bedroom. But then it was a frog, and then I had to get rid of the frog at 3 a.m.
Yeah, my cat used to bring frogs in. How weird is that? Why do they like frogs?
Because they're quite slow,
Yeah, maybe.
and you live near a pond, and we used to have a pond.
Yeah.
They do it for the love of the hunt.
I beg your pardon?
They do it for the love of the hunt.
Oh, sure.
Although, when you sent me that video, that night, I was about to go to bed, and there was the biggest spider I've ever seen right outside my bedroom door. Me and Tyler's both useless.
Yeah, I'm not a spider fan.
So we're currently homeless because I burned the house down. No, it was genuinely, it was so massive. I forced Tyler to deal with it though, because I wasn't going to. He was, bless him, he really wanted to try and just chuck it outside, but it just wasn't happening. And he ended up killing it instead.
What do you
He's
mean?
like, I can't do this anymore. Bang!
What do you mean it just wasn't happening?
Because it was so big and it kept moving around into awkward spots, so we couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Like, it was in like three-way corners and stuff, so you couldn't scoop it.
I had exactly the same.
And we
the
couldn't
other
get
day.
close.
Yeah.
We were using a broom.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I had to squish one the other day. It was just not possible.
Murderists.
But also, like, I'm sure I read that if you put a house spider outside,
Oh yeah, they die.
they die a slow and painful death
Yep.
anyway, so it's better to squish them, surely.
They're supposed to live indoors.
Yeah.
Or just let them live.
But if it's not paying rent, then it needs to go.
I can deal with the little ones. I don't mind the little ones. And if you want a little corner at the top of the ceiling somewhere, go for it. But I'm not having
It's
those
when
that
they're
are the
too
size
big.
of my hand. No.
Because spiders never stop growing, do they? Because I remember reading that somewhere. So the bigger they are, the older it is. It's lived a good life, you know?
Yeah. It's time to go.
They don't start off as like tiny money spiders and then
They do.
30 years later become a tarantula.
No, I know that, but spiders don't stop growing. They just grow until they die.
Yeah, and when they are babies, they are small.
Yes, but that's the same with all creatures.
Yes, correct.
No, because we stop growing after a certain age. We don't continue growing taller and taller. Spiders do. They get bigger and bigger throughout their entire life.
I don't know if I believe that.
I remember reading it. I distinctly remember reading that somewhere.
Do spiders continue growing till death?
Do us part.
Oh, AI's telling me that no, they don't. They only grow during their juvenile stages when they shed their hard outer skin through a process called molting. Once they reach adulthood and complete their final molt, their growth stops.
No, you mean like pretty much all other creatures?
Yeah.
Wow. Groundbreaking. Who would have figured that out?
Ooh, most common spiders live normally like 1 to 2 years. Tarantulas,
30.
decades.
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh god, just the look of them makes me feel a bit unwell.
I don't know where I got that from then, but I definitely read it somewhere. It must have just been fake news. Fake news.
A lot of that
Fake
at the
news.
moment.
Completely different news. Ellie, when do you move?
Oh, good question. So we've had loads and loads of delays, but everything should now be, as of the Friday just gone, everything is in and ready to go, contract signed and in, so we should exchange early this coming week. This week.
That's
yeah.
exciting.
That's very exciting.
And then completion date will set from there, but it'll be like a week or two probably.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Right, that's enough of all of that then. We're here to get into episode 3 of season 3 of Young Royals. At the end of this episode, we will be halfway through. That's great.
That is.
It just flies by. Before we get into it, if you haven't watched it already, go and watch it, because otherwise we're going to spoil everything for you. Come back when you have. Let's get into a synopsis. As his mother's health worsens, Wilhelm sees the throne looming. Wilhelm and August are forced to attend mediation together. Paparazzi harass Wilhelm and Simon. People threaten Simon on social media. Wilhelm refuses to sign August's petition. The school inspectorate visits and interviews Felice. August asks Sarah to come back to school, and her father convinces her to. The school celebrates Walpurgis, or Valborg, and the graduating students put on their student caps for the first time. Simon is photographed attending a left-wing demonstration, and his ass is attacked. Let's get into it.
His arse is attacked.
House.
No, yes, but later.
No.
It did sound like you said his ass is attacked.
I said ass.
Yeah. Ass. House. Okay, got it.
You've got London in your veins. You should know what ass means.
I do. The issue is
That's how Nanny Kit would have said it.
Only added that accent at the very end.
That's how I said it That's how I said it every time. You just didn't listen.
No, probably.
We start off with Villa sitting on the steps in front of Hilishka, and he's on the phone to the Queen, and he's concerned. She says the doctor are exaggerating, but then immediately after that says it's all too much. She doesn't know if she can handle it, and I'm like, I don't know what they're exaggerating about, but it sounds like you're about as low as you can be. So this isn't good, is it? She's not eating, she's not sleeping, she's having trouble remembering things. Hey, welcome to my everyday life. And she says if she can't do it, i.e. being the monarch, I guess, then he's going to have to do it. And a single tear ran down his cheek. That was heartbreaking and also good acting.
Really good acting. He looked so sad.
He did look sad, didn't he? She's worried that he's not going to be able to step up to do the job. And he's trying to reassure her and he's trying to be strong, but it's obviously very difficult for him. And then she just goes. She's like, I've just got to go. I've got to go. She doesn't even say goodbye. Hangs up. And then he's just left in a bit of a state. And that's the start. What do you all think of that?
It was sad. I really feel for both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Good talk.
I felt like you were trying so hard to be sympathetic, but...
I'm glad you caught on to that. I was really trying my best.
I am. At this point, I feel like I've been on a bit of an up and down journey with Villa, but I feel at this point I'm just actually on his side.
I am.
Yeah, this season's really turned it around. I'm not on board with Simon most of the time at the moment.
Well, let's go there, shall we? Because a song plays, Favours by Fig Tape, and we go to Simma at home. He's not wearing purple or yellow, which is interesting. What does that
What is he
mean?
feeling?
It's impossible to know. He's getting a bunch of comments on this video of himself singing that song to Villa, about Villa, that he's put, and they're very mixed. Some of them are like, oh, your voice is lovely, and others are like, oh, you're such a fame seeker, and yeah, quite negative. And he's getting all het up about it, and I'm just like, why don't you just delete the video?
Yeah, just delete social media, just stop reading.
If it's stressing you out, just take it down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just don't see why he's still scrolling through them.
He sits down for breakfast with Linda, who's got another pot for him to pee into. And he's obviously not impressed. And is she a bit petty in the way she does this? And she's like, well, be glad I didn't force you to go to the youth clinic every week.
Yes.
Is this motherly behaviour?
I think that's totally fair. I mean, he was stealing drugs from his dad and selling them.
Yeah, but he said that he didn't take them, and I think she knows that he wouldn't have taken them.
I know, but sometimes you've got to go in quite hard to like.
That's later.
To like
Yeah,
set an
it is.
example of them, you know, so that they understand that you're not going to take that sort of stuff again.
I agree, but also, like I said last week, whenever Linda decides to step up, I just get annoyed about it. And like, if you had paid attention, you would have noticed that there was actually something going on. It was quite obvious.
Reactive rather than proactive.
Yes.
He does that classic teenage, well, why do you think I didn't tell you? Which feels like a bit of a stretch, but classic teenage response. And I just think everyone needs to just be better, actually. Can we all just be better, please?
No.
I need you to be better.
I don't think it's possible.
Well, it could be much worse.
True. Valid. I see you, and I'll do better by being worse.
Wait, what?
Shut up.
That's not what's happened.
I'm going to do better by being even worse.
But
you thought I couldn't go lower. Let me show you. Let me prove you wrong.
all right, prove us both. Stand up and get low.
Damn, my weakness.
Yes.
Hated that.
Good.
Do it.
Another song plays, Classic by Sencha Green. This is a lot more hip-hop.
What makes it hip-hop? Put a little bounce into it.
Oh, don't do that.
That's later.
No.
Oh, it's okay for you to do it, though.
Yes, because when I did it, it was funny and at the appropriate time.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there. We go to Hillesco where the boys are doing morning stuff, laundry collection thing, Villa's having a jog, etc. Just etc.
I thought the morning stuff came later as well.
No, that was season 1 after... Yeah,
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that got filmed. I remember now.
No, morning stuff.
MOUR.
Oh. Ooh. R.I.P. Eric.
There are lots of boxes with ribbons on, and I was like, how exciting, presents for everyone. And then they opened them up. Opened.
The oop and the oop.
It's Swedish.
Yeah.
I'm not well. Then they opened them up, and inside were these like navy style. Well, it made me think of the captain in Titanic.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, lock yourself in, go down with that ship.
I
Yeah.
was an Hello Sailor.
I was like, I'm guessing this is something to do with their graduation. Is this a traditional Swedish thing? Is this a Swedish posh thing? Is this just a Hillesco thing? I don't know.
I don't know. But maybe it's their type of like graduation caps.
Well, yeah, that's obviously what it is.
But well, I don't know. They might not like receive them at the ceremony, like wear them for a ceremony, graduation ceremony. They might just wear them in the final assembly to like as posh uniform or something.
So Ellie's revealing that she didn't really watch this episode very closely.
No, sorry,
then.
I haven't watched the end yet. I've only watched the first
No,
one.
not even the first half by the sounds of it.
I did.
August is very pleased to have his hat. And then thanks to Niels and Vincent, we learn they can't celebrate Valborg, but they're hopeful to have a capping ceremony.
I've seen that, but yeah. I remember now.
Yeah, they do a whole ceremony, a capping ceremony. So that's presumably what the hats are for. The housemaster says it depends on their behaviour when the inspectors visit tomorrow, and now we've got all the exposition that we need to know what's going on with this episode.
Yes.
Well, there's a little bit more to come, but we'll get there. August is trying to rack up signatures on the petition to hand in to the inspectors tomorrow. Vincent's quite sceptical, especially as neither of Vilmon have signed it, and they all feel that it needs Villa's signature to be a sure thing.
And at that point, I was just thinking, well, clearly isn't it obvious that the Crown Prince is not going to be able to sign anything?
Yes, but also, when he looked through the sheet, it was just 2 pages.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like there's another reason that maybe they wouldn't listen if there's only 2 pages worth of signatures. That doesn't seem like a lot.
There aren't that many kids at that school.
There's more than 2 pages worth, though, surely.
I don't know.
I'm sure there are.
There are 3 years.
Yeah.
If we look at the dining tables in their 2 houses, there are, about 24 kids in each house?
Perhaps.
So that's 1 boy's house and 1 girl's house. That's that's about 50 kids, should we say. We don't know how many houses there are. We know there's at least 1 more boy's house. Maybe there's just 1 more boy's house and 1 more girl's house.
That still feels like more
Maybe
than 2
there's
pages worth.
No, that's 100 kids. You could get 100 signatures on 1 page if you tried hard
It is a
enough.
small school.
I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. Thanks for raining on my parade.
We just need to... We're getting some
Who are you,
perspective.
Duffy?
Who?
I'm gonna rain on your parade.
Oh,
Duffy.
Duffy. As it said Daffy. I'm like, what? Like the duck?
Yes!
Yeah. That's why I'm ill. We go to some mopeding about, and we know that must be Rosh Ib, and we can see Simmer on the back. And they've dropped him off at school, so let's just come back to Linda's parenting. So she has grounded Simmer, but he's allowed to get a lift from his friends to school. Now, we know he's not the kind of kid, and Linda knows he's not the kind of kid that is then going to go off with his mates instead of going to school. But surely if you've grounded your kid and you're like, you go straight to school, you come straight home, you would not just let him go off with his friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because they could be up to anything.
Well, this is why Linda is the worst person in this show, because she's...
Okay, that's a bold claim.
She is so willing to dish out punishment, but when it comes to enforcing it, she can't be bothered. She's not enforcing it. She's just telling him that he can't, but then not taking any measures to ensure that that is the case.
Because I think deep down she does trust him, and she would probably check with the school that he has been there.
No, she's just terrible. She just can't be bothered to follow through on her own punishment.
So are you expecting her to drive him there herself?
That's what my mum would have done.
Yeah, but she's a single mum working shift work. She might not have time.
But if she was there,
I know
was
she
not?
was home at that point, but you don't know whether she was then going to rush to go off to work. I don't know.
Well, workplaces in Sweden as well, I'm sure, have to make accommodations for things like that anyway. So
No, but
For
when
drug
you're a
dealer
nurse-
children.
yes, for drug dealer children. They're still children.
But when you're a nurse, it's quite tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. Was she even in her uniform? I don't think she was.
Maybe she gets changed at work.
Okay. Why is everybody so against me today? I'm sick of the bullying.
Go over it. We're all just having fun anyway. It's just a joke.
It's just banter.
It's just banter, mate.
Not very, very funny. The heat's gotten to us all.
Oh my gosh, the heat has been unbearable.
I'm not well. They drop him off and he tells them to get out of there before the reporters start harassing them. And I was just like, oh, his hair has really grown since last episode.
Simon's.
Yeah, I felt like it had really grown.
No, I didn't notice.
He's walking into school, he's getting more rubbish comments on social media. Villa finds him, they have a hi-hi, Heartstopper style.
Yes.
And Villa starts talking about his problems, but Sima is not listening because he just can't help himself but respond to the comments, despite the fact that the last time he did that it didn't go well, and everyone's told him not to.
He's just fishing for more hate, at this point.
But what's worse is that
stop.
he's literally ignoring his partner.
Yeah.
I know, his hair is growing, but he is not, and it's frustrating me.
Technically, everybody's hair's growing.
Like a spider. Throughout its life.
Whatever.
Hair actually does keep growing all the way through your life, though, and even after for a little bit.
Unless you have alopecia, of course.
Oh yeah, your hair's not going to grow.
Okay. Maybe not on my head, but everywhere else.
My hair's just falling out all the time, I think, because hormones.
She's bald!
That happens postpartum and post-breastfeeding.
Good to know.
It's a rough ride.
I'll bear that in mind. Villa calls him out. He's having a breakdown about his mum, who's having a breakdown. And Simmer's just obsessed about the comments when Villa's already told him he shouldn't be posting, he shouldn't be replying. And he's like, it's as if you're seeking hate. And I kind of agree.
Same.
I don't think he's seeking hate. I think he's just consumed by it at the moment.
Giving a bit...
We've all been there, especially growing up in the age of social media. I understand that his worth is being challenged. He's obviously feeling the effects of it mentally. So it becomes like an obsession after a while. I don't think he's seeking it. I think he desperately wants to fix it.
Yeah, but at some point he's got to realise that replying and commenting further or posting further is not going to help the situation because there are too many horrid people out there.
I think
Keyboard warriors.
everybody knows that's how social media works. It's how the internet works these days. You've just got to
turn a blind eye.
Yeah. Sim says everyone's misinterpreting and talking as if they know them. And it's welcome to the internet. That's what people are like.
I know, but I don't like that that's what we have to tell people.
Shouldn't be the case, but...
It's like, well, that's the internet. Deal with it. Well, maybe we should just try and aim to be better as haters. I say as a professional hater of you.
No, but... Thanks. No, but, we do. I educate people to be nice online, but the fact is, there are lots of people that aren't nice in the world.
Yeah.
Both,
I think it just...
And even
sounds...
more so online. And if you're going to put stuff online, you just have to be prepared that it shouldn't be what happens, but that is what's going to happen, and, it's impossible to stop that.
It feels like a way to... If you say that, it feels like a way to disengage yourself from the conversation and not have to have it. Do you know what I mean? If you're saying that, it would then make me not want to talk about how I'm feeling anymore.
But it's just what is the solution?
I think sometimes it's not a solution thing. Just don't shut down the conversation thing. That's why I think I don't like that particular phrasing. Well, it's the internet, you've got to be prepared for it. And it's like, okay, cool. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes you just need to talk about it and vent about it, and then you need to hype that person up. They're obviously feeling it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You're not fixing the internet, but you can help them be stronger by not being dismissive.
But also, if you've already said, if this is causing you a problem, the only way to solve it is by not doing this, and then they continue to do it. What else can you do? Because he's going, yeah, but everyone's just being really horrible, and it's like, yeah, they are, and they will.
Yeah, but you just have to
you can't stop it.
Reassure him that that's not a reflection on him. That's what he's struggling with. It's the narrative behind it and how it's making him feel about himself. You just have to remind that person that those people are the ones that are insecure. You can be happy and just try your best to ignore it. But talk to me about it if you need to. I don't like dismissing conversations like that. It sounds like Simon was asking for help. It was quite clear he was struggling in that moment.
Yes. I think from Villa's point of view, he's struggling with something much bigger and more tangibly real. And
yeah, I absolutely agree with that, yeah.
And he's frustrated because Simmer's struggle is something that there's a very simple
It was preventable.
Not solution to it, but there's a very simple way just for that to not now be a problem for him that he's not doing anything about. Like, he could just delete the video, move on, whatever. He's doing nothing about it. He's not listening to anyone that's telling him to do that or suggesting he does that. And as such, he's ignoring Villa when his mum is having an actual breakdown. And he's having an actual breakdown, and it's really stressful and awful. And then also, on top of that, there's the situation where Villa says, it's always been like that and will always be like that, both for me and the people around me. He's like, yeah, I know what it's like. That's just the way it is. And I have made it, or tried to make it as clear as possible to you that that's the way it is, but you haven't really listened and you haven't really responded to what I've said. So, like, what more do you want from me at this point? Kind of get where he's coming from with all of that.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are wrong. And I'm more, to be fair, I'm actually on Villa's side. It was just that one comment, the dismissal. If you want him to listen to you, then you can't be too dismissive as well. It's about give and take. But they're both going through. But I agree, what Villa's going through is more like, this is happening. It's been completely out of my control, and I need your support.
Yeah.
And Simons was like, I did warn you not to do it, and you did it anyway.
It feels like there then is a moment of realisation for Simmer, though it's quite hard to read. Either way, it does lead to him showing some support for Villa about his mum.
Yes.
Because it's really scary when your parents become vulnerable.
True.
At any age, but particularly when you're a young person.
I just thought to myself, oh, you're not going to say sorry then? Okay. He did the right thing by asking, but I was like, is that just so you don't have to say sorry for being rude?
Yeah. The weight of the situation is a lot for poor Villa, and he just wants to be with Simmer. Oh, that's sweet.
God knows why at this point.
He's very pretty.
He is pretty.
That's all I've got right now. he sings nice. Yeah, that's really all I've got.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not done Eurovision yet.
Oh, actually, that's a good shout.
Oh, did you watch Eurovision?
Yeah, did you?
No, but I've watched like some highlights and stuff. That our person was absolutely
Awful.
terrible.
We deserved last place, yeah.
Like, unbelievable.
Was it the guy from Denmark who, when they were saying, they put the camera on him and when he was getting his points in, he was like celebrating and then just went,
oh, I loved him. He was hilarious.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, he was the first performer, and I was like, oh, who's this guy? I quite like that. And he did this brilliant stuff. And then in the jury bit, right at the end of the voting, yeah, he was like diva fantastic boots. Loved
That's
it.
hilarious.
Loved it. He's great.
and his lips got 3 times bigger as
Yeah, I
well.
was thinking that.
And then a photographer appears from round the corner. I'm like, oh, Morlin, where are you? Where is any security?
To be fair,
They're
I thought they were
actually-
supposed to be there at all hours with him.
Yes,
You would think as well.
that's
if
their job.
They would sort of cover the perimeter at the moment whilst
This
he's
is
under fire.
in school. Nobody should be able to get onto a school premise. Whether you've got the Crown Prince in school or not,
Yeah.
no one should be able to get onto the school premises. It should be secure. Massive failings all around. Speaking of in school, some girls from the choir are playing Simmer's song and they're ripping into it, but they soon go quiet when Vilmon walk in, but it's too late. Simmer's heard it and he looks very sad, like he's going to cry. And again, it's not nice for Simmer, but also you can't post something online if you're not prepared that people might respond to it in a negative way. And then there's quite a tense choir practice. We go to August waiting with Boris, but Villa doesn't show up. So Boris turns the spotlight onto August, who's not keen to talk, but then he does open up about the fact that Villa sees everything he does as a personal attack, and that Villa thinks he's evil, which he feels maybe isn't wrong, and I feel maybe isn't wrong either. He can't see the point in trying to be nice. I find that a frustrating perspective, and I'm on Boris's side with this, who's like, well, do you know what? Maybe it can make you feel good if you are actually being good. Maybe the reason you feel so bad about yourself is because you're not being a good person, and you know that that's not good, and then you feel rubbish about yourself. You've got to do nice things, be good to yourself as well, and then you will feel good. Boris also points out that it's sometimes impossible to be forgiven, but in that circumstance you just have to move on and act better so you can forgive yourself.
Wise words from Boris.
Very wise.
Very, very wise words.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it just did make me laugh because it just sums up August completely when he said, what is the point in me being nice to them if they're not going to forgive me anyway? And I'm thinking, what a mindset to have.
Yeah.
That's just...
It's quite a common
You're
one,
not
though.
being nice just for your own personal gain. Surely you're being nice to be nice and to be kind to
That's
other
not
people.
how some people think, unfortunately.
That's just madness.
Some people don't have empathy.
Sociopaths, yeah.
Yeah, but some people also have like a little amount of empathy as well. Like,
It's so bad.
it's just such a selfish mindset nowadays.
I see it a lot. People who can't see beyond their own narrative. They can't see beyond their own story. So, like, why would I be nice to someone, if it's not getting me something? Rather than, isn't it nice to just be nice to people? And I can't comprehend it as a mindset. I can't comprehend that idea that you would just not bother to be nice because it's not like, my default is to be nice to people. And then if they cross me... But until then, I don't know, I don't like it. We go back to Simmer obsessing over the comments even more. So he obviously hasn't really learned much. And he comes home to Linda, who's trying to turn it around and wants to talk to him, but he just goes off to his room instead. She's made him nice food and everything, and he's like, no, I'm going to my room.
It's too sad.
But also, Linda, be consistent with your approach, for goodness sake. We're back at Hillisker. The boys are studying. Villa walks in, and it's a little tense. They get a bit quiet. They want August to get him to sign the petition, so he kind of reluctantly heads over and tries to engage in a really almost, I don't want to say overly nice, more like overly normal way, I guess. He brings up the fact that Villa missed Boris, and I think it seems that he genuinely did just forget because he's got a lot on his mind, and he assumes that August will have called Farima at the royal court to dob him in, but he hasn't, so that feels like a little bit of growth. And then he says, I haven't heard from anyone from the palace since we met with the Queen. And he asks after her, and Villa is not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing anything about what's going on. He's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. And there's an awkward silence before the petition is raised. And Villa says, why is it so important for you to hush this up? Are you involved? And I think we all know the answers to those questions.
Yes. Right?
I mean, I don't think he's an innocent party.
Certainly not. I know we've learned that they've tried to make some positive changes, but still the initiations
He did
are
still
pretty
lead the
disgusting.
initiation, yeah.
Yeah, I think August is the sort of person that has gone along with it so that he can try and influence a more positive change. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting from him now. Like, he's been a part of it,
But a more
but it
positive...
was reluctant, and he was hoping that he would change it if he was able to get himself in charge.
But he was in charge, and he could have stopped it, but he didn't.
Yeah, but they've been talking about things from like their first year, when obviously they would have
they
been
stopped
new.
those bits.
But he still did the initiation with the spitting in the cup and all of that. That was August.
That's true.
He got rid of one aspect of it. That's not enough. Villa blames all of the problems at school on August, which isn't strictly true, but also, I think it is fair to say that they wouldn't be in the situation they are in right now if it hadn't been for August's actions. They were the catalyst for everything. Vincent, meanwhile, from the table on the other side of the room, gets pressed about the accusation of hushing it up, because he's like, well, it's just all lies anyway, so whatever. And there's a big tense blow-up between Villa and the others, which culminates in him saying that he can't sign the petition because he's the crown prince and he's not allowed to take a stand. And Vincent's like, well, you've kind of already done that. And whose side are you on?
Well, it's completely understandable that he can't sign that document, in my opinion, because part of his job is that he has to be completely unbiased. But I can understand at the same time why Vincent is a bit like, well, it's Villa challenging certain traditions that has caused all of this to come out. So
I think I'm on Villa's side as well. What good is it going to do? I think his narrative this season has been that he is understanding what it means to be the crown prince a lot more, and I think this falls under that sort of. He's thinking of the bigger picture of what would happen if he signed something that's politically charged.
yeah, I mean, he's screwed up enough already and is running to become the crown prince. He doesn't need to now sign a document he's not allowed to.
It feels like he is growing and maturing into his role a little bit now, which I quite like. We go back to the Eriksson household, and Linda is coming in to check on Simon. He's very sad. And I do feel bad for the fact that he feels sad, but I also feel very frustrated. She wants him to know that she does trust him, and she's just worried about what's been going on at that school and what it's been doing to him and Sarah, and she feels like she can't protect them. Yeah, I guess. I'm frustrated by everyone in this room at this time. He doesn't want to be at Hillesca, he doesn't want to be in Bjarstad, he doesn't want to be anywhere. He feels that everyone hates him, and those who don't just like him because he's with Villa. Everything he does just goes wrong. And my fixer instincts kick in. I want to be like, right, this is what we're doing. You're deleting that video. You're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. You're going back to school. You're holding your head up high. You are not going to engage in this. You're going...
Easier said than done.
But no, it's not easier said than done. But I don't think that he's going to do any of them.
No, I don't think he is.
But I think it is that easily done.
I think it's that easily done to come off social media and don't respond to the comments, etc. But I think it's not easily done to forget about the comments that you've already read and move forward.
We go back to Hillesca, where they're prepping for the inspectors. The school's entire future depends on it, apparently. And of course, Felice gets called out to tie her hair up.
Oh,
This is so bad.
I raged.
Mm-hmm.
The way she looked at her friends was like,
Yes, Frederica doesn't get called to tie her hair up.
No.
But she does clock what has just happened.
Yeah.
And she does show a little level of understanding and a bit of solidarity in tying her own hair up. But what she doesn't do is actively call it out.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the conversations we've had about anti-racism and allyship. And if you're not being proactive in your support of others, then you're not helping the situation. They all learn that if they behave, some of the restrictions might be lifted. So they're all excited about that. Best behaviour. Felice admits that she's feeling nervous about the interview. We learn that her dad is going to be there because her mum says she's not allowed to be interrogated without a parent present. And I think that seems quite reasonable, actually.
yeah, I'd say so.
That. We go and see Vilmon in class. Simma has now got a purple shirt on. And he tells Villa that he's no longer grounded, and that's enough to lift their spirits a little.
Although Villa's still got curfew and everything anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference, does
No,
it?
not really, but, you know, they've got to find something to be excited
True.
about. Another great song, Bye Bye by Haiku Hands and Ribongia. This is the second Haiku Hands song on the soundtrack, because they had Samurai Sword acoustic way back, which I really loved. And this song also, and I'm like, is this just familiar because I've heard it on Young Royals before? But it felt bigger than that. It just felt really familiar, this song. And the inspectors are arriving. They didn't look like how I'd expect them to look.
No.
They seemed to...
Like people?
They didn't look off-steady, did they?
Yeah, well, our inspectors are like very formal and scary looking, whereas their inspectors didn't look that scary, and we're a little less formal. Everyone is being very subtle and natural.
They might as well have had like hand on their head, hand on their hip, like...
Yeah. Guys, they're coming, guys! Vilmon, as ever, are just picking all the best times to be horny teenagers. Oh my god, the whole school is relying on these inspectors visiting and giving a good inspection report. So now's the
Should we
time
give
for us
each
to
other a
sneak
good
off.
inspection? In the
Oh
music
my
room?
god, no. And of course the inspectors walk in while they're tickling the ivories. And they strategically stand behind the piano.
Yeah.
Good move, boys.
Yep.
And then the inspectors go off. And they have a brief discussion about nobody being honest when the inspectors are in the school. And I'm going to remain silent. And we're just going to leave a moment of silence on that because I can't say anything more. They just want a moment together without being interrupted. I get it, but maybe don't try and get down to it in a public classroom in the middle of the school day. Mm-hmm. Probably not your best
It's
choice.
a really interesting position to take, yeah.
And then almost immediately after saying that, they're interrupted again by the rest of the choir. It's lunch, looks nice, quite awkward to have inspectors in the room while you're sitting eating your lunch. And again, everyone's being very natural and very subtle. Villa is asking Vincent what he's going to do for the summer. And Vincent's like, oh, you're talking to me politely. Yes, I'm going to LA. And then the inspectors leave and they immediately are like, right, back to normal, please. The third year's moved back up to one end of the table and blah, 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 blah. The boys are talking about the fact they just want to celebrate Val, but why is it such a big deal? I guess it is, but I'm like, why is this such a big deal?
I suppose it's like prom, isn't it? Or
No, I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of like what our equivalent equivalent would be in terms of getting, like, building up to that moment. And because I don't think there's really a big thing about leaving post-16 college, but I think there is a big thing about leaving secondary school and having your prom when you're 16.
Yes, but it's not tied into a religious holiday.
No, I don't know why it's done like that.
They want to celebrate Valborg, and then they want to have the next day off to recover because it's a bank holiday, which is some good planning, I guess. And Simon's like, you know that the 1st of May bank holiday isn't just about partying the day before and then having a day to chill out. It's actually the day of the labour movement, which is also International Workers' Day. So it's a day where there should be lots of rallies and demonstrations about workers' rights and things like that. And obviously the Hillsborough boys don't really mark that. It's not really on their radar.
No.
It's a little bit socialist for them. And Vincent teases Simmer about being a full-blown communist. But then he does also raise a good question about what the royal family might think about it. And it's quite orcs for Villa.
Yeah, I feel like Villa was...
It was awkward because
like,
he was kind of right,
yeah.
and I hated that.
And I think Villa was like, oh, God, I'm going to have a conversation about this, aren't I?
Well, I think he's more like, oh, I should have a conversation about this.
Yeah.
Shouldn't I? But it does feel like he's avoiding those conversations a bit. And I get why, because Simmer doesn't listen to it. He just responds negatively.
Yup.
We then go to Felice and her dad waiting for the interview. She's asking him about his time at Hillsborough, and he says he loved it. She wants to get to the bottom, though, of whether he ever felt othered or even, like, discriminated against. He's got more of a positive, possibly, we might say, idealised take on becoming like everybody else. But I find it hard to tell whether he actually does feel positively about it or whether he's spinning it, because he talks about the fact that he used to wear really cool clothes and he had really funky hair, and he's basically had to change all of that and his identity to fit in. And it's like, yeah, I can't work out what your true feelings are here, but I kind of think you owe it to Felice to share your true feelings. He does get honest about the fact he was the only black student, so he stood out for that, and that people used the N-word as if it were normal, and that he didn't speak up about it because the teachers were just the same, and that meant he had to be 10 times better than everybody else. And there's so much in that, but again, he's presenting it all in quite a, no, I don't want to say a positive light, but he's still... like,
that's just the way it is, sort of thing.
I feel like he's not being honest. Is he not being honest to himself about his feelings, or is he not being honest to Felice? There's a dishonesty about the feelings.
It was almost like he was saying it like he was on the other side of it. Do you know what I mean?
I wonder if because he's a black man that's clearly managed to come out of all of that awful treatment, but still be so successful and earn a lot of money and things like that. I wonder if maybe he doesn't see the scale of the issue because he thinks, well, I'm still successful and I'm respected in many ways. Whereas I don't think that necessarily would be the same for anyone else.
The idea that you have to be exceptional when you're othered in order to be accepted.
It's something we've talked about.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we've covered this topic. But the idea you've got to be exceptional just to be treated with respect is just, like, when you say it, it's awful, but he's saying it so nonchalantly because he already knows and he's accepted it. But this might be the first time Felice has heard it, and I think that's why it feels a bit weighted when you hear it, because you're like, that's quite jarring to think about, because Felice is one of the smartest students, but she's 16. She doesn't know if she's exceptional yet. She doesn't know anything. That's a lot of pressure.
It is. But it's also rubbish that her dad is at that point where he has just accepted that that's the way things are. Why is there not fury or anger at the idea that he was treated that way and had to be 10 times better just to get by?
Well, now he benefits from the system that oppressed him.
Yeah.
There's always that layer. There's also the added layer that Felice is a black woman as well.
Oh yeah, that's like another...
That's another thing that people will look down on her for, and that's something her father can't really relate to. So yeah, it felt very disconnected, this whole conversation. Like, he was right in everything he said, but it was also... sad
that that's the way it is.
Yeah, I think it was a bigger deal than he made it out to be in that moment.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he can't just say it was bad, it was awful, it was horrible.
It was bad, and, you know, tell me what's happening with you, because we need to go and have a conversation and get this sorted, because it can't continue. You know, that's what needed to happen.
It's then time for Felice to go in. She decides that she's going to go on her own, and Dad's going to wait outside. The interview kicks off with a confirmation confirmation that whatever's said in there will be confidential. No one will know it's her. The first question is asked, and then we get booted from the chat, and we don't know what's happening next. Fine, whatever.
I don't want to hear anyway.
We follow August. I hate his jacket. Did anyone like his
With
jacket?
the studs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
terrible.
kept looking at them going, who made that choice?
Yeah, awful.
Along with the rest of the boys, they're racing out to give their petition to the inspectors as they're on the way out. Vanessa praises their initiative, but did she mean it? I wasn't sure.
I don't think she did.
I didn't. Yeah,
I don't think she
I wasn't sure if it was like a "oh, well done" or whether it was like a condescending pat on the head.
I think she
Well
wanted
done.
it to sound earnest in front of the inspectors.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm glad
But
that,
they'd
I'm glad you
gone.
showed some initiative. But they were leaving, they were still in earshot.
We learn that they're going to have to wait for the outcome of this inspection, so we're left on a bit of a cliffhanger with that, and we're also left on a cliffhanger over whether they're going to get to celebrate Valborg or not. We go to the girls studying. Frederica wants to know what Felice told the interviewers. Felice is a little bit cagey, and I don't quite buy the fact that she didn't say that much. I smell a rat. I
She
sense an underlying
absolutely...
story here. But the other girls seem to buy it, so that's good for them, I guess. I tell you who else I don't think bought it. Villa.
Yep.
There was a
But I think that's because he knows her better than that.
Yeah. Niels races in to announce that they do get to celebrate Valborg. Yay! They're not going to have any alcohol, but they will at least get to bake something. Wow, party. I was just like, what? What are you excited about?
Don't you mean go down to the local corner shop and get the booze?
No, they're not allowed alcohol.
No, I know.
But they're
So instead they're going to bake.
they're going to bake cinnamon
Bake a cake.
buns.
Oh, I do like a cinnamon bun though.
Listen, I like cinnamon buns. For me, as a 39-year-old man, if someone said to me we're going to have a party, no drinking, but we're going to bake some delicious cinnamon buns, I'd be like, great, that sounds ideal. But I'm just looking at this bunch of 16, 17, 18-year-olds who are like, we get to have a party. Oh, all the fun has been cancelled, but we're going to get to do some baking, and they're overjoyed. And I'm like, that's not how I would have responded at that age, or many people that I know.
Not to baking.
Not to baking. Another song. There are loads of songs in this episode, by the way. This
Yeah,
is
loads.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said loads. This is.
I was echoing your observation.
You okay with that?
Sorry, you just ate her up a little bit. I enjoyed that one.
The song "Do It" by Total Ape plays as the celebrations spread through the school. August is checking out his cap again, and he spies a little Polaroid picture of him and Sarah, and then he gets all wistful and sad. Sad boy. Oh,
I don't know why.
sad
I'm
boy.
finding myself really sorry for, feeling
Stop
so
it.
sorry for him.
No, stop it.
I don't know what it is, because I'm like, I shouldn't feel this way,
I
but
know.
I do.
I know what it is. You need to put it away.
It's not even that. I'm just, I think it's because he's so in love. I just want that to work out.
But he's a bad person.
He was a bad guy. He did some bad things.
Yes, correct. Sarah, meanwhile, is having another driving lesson with Mika, who's impressed by how well she's doing, and he says she's now ready to master singing and driving at the same time, and that is legit an important skill. Mm-hmm. So he puts on Not Forever by Popsicle, who are an iconic Swedish indie band from the same era as the Wannadies. Do you remember the Wannadies? Can you remember their famous song?
I remember the name, but I don't know if I know their famous song.
Do you remember the
Never
Wannadies?
had him in my life.
And it's only you and me always.
I'm forever.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that one.
I don't think I've ever heard this in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
have.
don't think I have. I don't recognise it.
Well, they have a nice moment together in the car. Sarah doesn't sing like I might have expected her to. I don't know why, but her singing just took me by surprise.
Maybe it's because her brother's a very good singer. Maybe I kind of expected her to be good too.
She wasn't bad.
Yes, she was. Her and her dad sounded terrible.
She wasn't bad.
She was.
She had a much more full-bodied voice than I expected her to.
Maybe. I think it was an acting choice, to be fair. It sounds like she could have had a good voice if she was actually trying. That I get. But what she was singing was not good.
Okay. I disagree, but okay.
Well, it's great that we're on this opinion-based podcast, isn't it?
Yes, and that's why I disagreed with your opinion. Because I can. Because I don't have to follow your opinion. I can have my own.
Yeah, even when it's wrong.
August is doing something odd with his hair, like this weird parting thing. Didn't like that. And primping. And spraying fragrance on his abs or lower torso. That's not a place to spray fragrance.
Unless he thought
Wow.
it was going to go really well.
And he's getting on a bus.
It's a serious business for him.
I know. I wondered if he was going to mess it up like Villa did, if he knows how buses work or not. He's actually doing what Vincent said he was going to do. He's getting a bus to the slums because he's turned up at Sarah's dad's just in time for them to arrive home.
Wasn't that convenient?
Little tip, August. In the real world, I know in your world this is the way to do it and it makes you look better, but in the real world you don't look better by introducing your name with the word of in it. Luke Simpson of Eastbourne. No, that's not, no one's going to like that.
It was cringe.
Yeah, and I know.
He was just trying to be like, oh, I'm a good consort for your daughter.
It's like turning up and saying, yes, I'm the Duke of Sussex.
My family has money.
Just turn up and say, hi, I'm Harry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I quite enjoyed Mika's response. I'm Mika Eriksson of Björstad. Sarah's not impressed with the fact that August has turned up.
Her stank face is one of a kind. It's very, very good.
Yep. He's like, oh, your dad's nice. And she says he's having a good period. It won't last. He's like, oh, yeah, my dad was like that. And then it's a bit awkward because I was like, why didn't your dad die? And then he's like, but I'd rather have a dad with bad periods than no dad at all. And I'm like, I mean, I get it, yes. But that's so not the right thing to be saying in this moment, August. What are you trying to achieve by that? She asks him why he's here. He says that at first he was really angry with her for reporting him, but now he kind of gets it. And he doesn't want her to destroy her life because she's the only one he's ever been able to talk to and the only one who's ever understood him. And he starts playing My Chemical Romance and says, I missed you so freaking much, it hurts. Whilst Helena plays in the background. And you just make me feel like I could be a better person and blah, 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 blah. And then, he's all crying and it's very emo. And he doesn't want to be the reason she doesn't go back to school. And she's like, bye, August. And goes inside. Boom.
No misinterpreting that, was there?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm getting annoyed at her. Because her problem is, she's scared to deal with the consequences of what she did. That's all it is. And she's pulling everybody down with her by not facing up to her problem. And it's just getting on my nerves. I think that's the most earnest and honest August is ever going to be. And she just completely shut it down. He did do something terrible, but so did she.
Yes.
They were a team at one point.
Yes. But also, I don't like it when people assume that they can just come and make a heartfelt speech and apologise and expect that entitles them to forgiveness or things to be better.
I absolutely agree.
Like Boris said earlier, sometimes you just don't get forgiven. I don't buy into... I know this might make me sound like an awful person, but I don't buy into this idea that everybody deserves forgiveness and that deep down we all just have to find it in ourselves to forgive other people.
Screw that.
No, I don't.
No.
I don't agree with that.
I will never speak to my dad again if I can help it.
Sometimes, you better work your butt off to try and make things better, sure. But also, sometimes you might never get forgiven, and that's just that. So, I agree with everything you've said about Sarah, but also, there's a bit of me that was like, when she did snub him. It's a bit like the Ben Charlie thing in Heartstopper, where at first we were like, oh, that's going to be a nice speech, and then they're going to go, oh yeah, all is forgiven, blah, blah, blah. But then, actually, there's a snubbing, and then that's even better for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, do you know what?
Deserved it.
Deserved. And that's about halfway through the episode, so I think we should leave it there. Which does mean that we haven't really got into the meaty stuff of this episode yet, and no, I'm not talking about that scene.
But it is meaty.
But I feel like a lot has happened, all kind of set up stuff. I mean, it's a classic halfway through the season episode, isn't it? We got lulled into a bit of a sense of security. Now we get into the sort of big climax of the problem point, and then for the second half of the season, I'm sure we'll work through some resolutions, perhaps. Or revolutions, perhaps. Yes.
Yes.
Because it's in the song, isn't it?
Evolution.
What?
Was that the song? From the last episode?
Yeah, but not
He's
in
not
a
French.
French accent.
I thought he sounded French when he was singing it.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. You're just trying to dig yourself out of a hole that you put yourself into. A big French hole. An hole.
Oh, that's good. Appreciate that.
So we'll leave it there. Join in on the chat. You know where to find us. We're on Insta at a Heartstopper Podcast. We've got our Facebook group as well where we're doing lots of chatting. Thank you very... Okay, right. I'm saying this now. It was weeks ago because we're quite a few weeks ahead. But thank you all for your insights, Ari Solitaire.
Yes.
That was good stuff, especially Andrea. I knew you'd have some things to say and I loved it. Thank you for that. Yeah, get involved in the chats on the Facebook group, especially as we are getting ever so close to Heartstopper Forever, aren't we?
I'm excited.
17th of July. Very exciting.
Do I need to book that day off work?
Well, we've talked about this 3 times already.
No, but like, are we
What
going to...
time?
I am at school. We will get together in the evening.
17th of July, still at school.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah, so like I think it's the following Tuesday or something that we break up. But lots of schools have inset days, so lots of schools have the 17th as their last day before the staff.
So I can request to have the evening off
Yes, have the evening off.
of the 17th. Cool.
Yes.
I will message my boss.
And you need to find whatever way you can to get here.
Yeah, I'm hoping I will be able to drive by then.
Oh yeah, we just talked about the times. Yeah, so next week it's going to be a little bit different because you're not going to be here, Indigo,
No.
which is lame.
Sorry.
So you're lame. But also, Ellie will be lame. Actually lame.
Literally lame.
Actually lame. So we're going to have to zoom you in.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be the next 6 weeks.
6 weeks I can't drive.
Zooming.
Why?
Yeah, she's having
Foot surgery.
she's having surgery on
Oh, you're having your feet done?
the lower part of her body. That's all we're going to say. That's all we're going to say. We don't need to go more specific than that. It's just the lower part.
I'm having
The lower
surgery
half.
on my right foot, but I'm not allowed to drive for 6 weeks.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So expect some Zoom stuff coming up over the next few weeks. But also, bear in mind that, as I say, we're quite a few weeks ahead. So we will Zoom, but then Heartstopper Forever will come out, and so we'll put a pause on what we're doing, and then we'll get back together in real life, but then we'll end up back at the Zoom stuff because we'll have recorded it. It's going to be a whole thing. We'll figure it out when we get there. You'll be fine. Everyone will be fine. Doesn't make a difference. I don't really need to go on about it, so I won't. Let's just go, shall we? We'll see you next week. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and goodbye.